All right, and here we are. I'm Neal.
This Annabelle
This is dinner.
and the movie.
Ah,
We did just have dinner. It was quite
we
lovely.
did. Yeah, it was
Yeah, we
great.
had pho over at the pho pasture.
Been wanting to go here for a long time.
We pass it all the time.
Yeah, and it's always super busy, which is a good sign.
Definitely.
It's still very busy. So we had a very little table, but besides that, the food was awesome.
Amazing. I love pho.
It was great. Very good.
So, wonderful.
Mhm.
And before the pho, we went to 2 movies, neither of them Night Swim, which is the title. We will get to Night Swim.
Yeah.
Night Swim happens.
Night Swim will be the night
an hour?
movie. Yeah.
That's our finale. The
Right.
grand finale is going to be Night Swim.
We
I
like
thought it'd be better to
45
end on
minutes.
that than one about Nazis.
Yeah.
You know, that seemed like maybe try to work around that.
Right.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
So we started with Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was the name of that movie?
What was the name of the movie? Not in review.
Something about a nice place. A place. What was the second one? The second one.
Second
Four
place
Things.
is
I'll look up
Four
the
Things.
title.
The Golden Globe
Oh, my
award-winning
goodness.
Four
I
Things.
feel bad. It's not like it was a bad movie.
No, but I forget the name of it.
Yeah. Well, entertain the audience.
All right, so yeah, we went to see 2 movies, and we're going to go see Night Swim, which we've not heard anything good about, but all right.
Zone of Interest.
Zone of Interest.
Interest. Oh, let me get a little blurb while I'm here. Let's see. Oh, no, I'm going to need my fingerprint. Zone of Interest. Coming right up, full. All right, there's nothing here. What's, oh my goodness. Come on now.
They don't give
It's
you
not
a
going to
list?
like tell me the blip? Well, I'll look for the blip.
All right.
So we saw Zone of Interest, which we found like very last minute. I was up
Yeah.
in the morning. I knew that we had like a good amount of time, especially because Night Swim isn't very long. So
No,
a
it's
lot of
true.
movies
Yeah, it's
are
probably
long
good.
nowadays.
So I like that. We used to try to only see just straight up horror movies, but I think it's fun just to because
Yeah.
we have fun doing these. We have fun meeting up. Might as well see what stuff that interests
Yeah,
us.
and we like
not-
movies.
Right.
Like I don't know if I prefer horror movies, but I tend to go there. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my easy route. So let's see. Do we have the details of Zone of Interest? The commandant of Auschwitz, Rudolf Hoss, and his wife Hedwig strive to build a dream life for their family in a house and garden next to the camp. So this did not go where I thought it was going to go at all.
No.
At all. When I read that, you know, obviously it's Nazis and Auschwitz and all this horrible stuff, but I just thought there'd be some redemption or I don't know.
Actually, one of the problems I had with the movie is it's kind of one note. It's like it's that they it's like showing the normal life of someone who's running Auschwitz.
He wasn't always running it.
No, and there is a character arc to some degree, but a lot of the movie is just that, and that's really an interesting concept. But there's not really conflict or anything for a lot of the movie.
Yeah, which I think is kind of brings me to the idea of thinking that there would be an internal conflict. So it's a weird start to the movie where it's like very dark, and then they have this they have the title, and then that very slowly fades out to black, and you're just in darkness for a long time. And I was like, long enough for me to think like, why is this happening? Like, what's the purpose of this darkness? Because I'm thinking like you can hear sounds, and I'm imagining what are those sounds, and all these different things. Are we meant to be in an uncomfortable silence? Are we meant to be in darkness? And then I would get annoyed, and then I would go back to trying to figure out what it was. It was like this ongoing cycle of
There was a
wonder.
couple things in the movie like that I actually don't think worked. Is that there's one part where the movie cuts to red, and I also don't think I get why they show Hansel and Gretel like the fairy tale stuff. I don't think it works in the movie. The way they show it it's like I don't know. I think it takes you out of the realism of the movie, and I don't really understand the point of it.
Well, that's a real person. It's not Hansel and Gretel.
No, but the way they show it
Oh, I don't
is
know if
very
there's an option.
stylized.
Yeah, it's like night vision.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, I don't know. I think probably you are right. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's maybe depth to it that I didn't see and would have to think on and revisit. But I remember in the beginning, so you go through this very long, dramatic, drawn out, I don't know, love it or hate it, there's this huge gap of time. And I'm thinking, like, okay, here you are in this beautiful home, in this small plot. I mean, it's a big yard. And here's this German family, the adult man, the father, husband, he's nearly a Nazi, and the wife is fine, and there's multiple kids, and they're all young, and they seem fine. I'm like, oh, this is going to show how, like, maybe the wife doesn't actually know what's going on, and the kids don't really know, and there's like a time when they're sleeping in their cute little side-by-side beds, which I think actually, as an adult, is so smart, because it's hard to sleep with someone. You're always beating each other up or snoring or whatever. But that's besides the point.
Very old sitcom.
Yeah. So there you are, and she's kind of like, you're not really saying anything incriminating yet.
Right.
Then he's like laying in bed awake, and she kind of looks at him, and I'm like, oh, is he conceiving of? Oh, here's some comments. Hey, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
So questioning, like, is he like thinking about his dark existence and how horrible it is and how villainous it is and how he wishes things could be different, and it's this secret he doesn't share with his wife and his family, and that's what I thought maybe this would be.
Right.
And I was really wrong.
Yeah.
I was totally reverse of that.
Yeah, it's an odd movie to me because it's like they're living with it right next door over the fence, and it doesn't.
To Auschwitz. So
Auschwitz.
They're right here, and then there's a wall, and on the other side are like slums, and then there's.
To me, it's almost like
it's almost
like I would say just a blur, but it's like you could say this. Okay, these are people. They had to live next to Auschwitz, and they lived like normal people. And then that's like just kind of it, though. But it goes on, there needs it to me. There should be more to the story than that. That's like the basic. That's like the basis of a story to me, as opposed to like it never really goes anywhere for the most part.
Yes, I mean, it is kind of like it's more than a day, but like a slice of what it would be like. I think it really painted these people as being just true villains. Like, you find out very quickly that the wife is sitting around with her buddies talking about like the stuff that's being brought back from Jewish people. It's like they're spoils. And at one point she's talking about how it's very emotional. I was like, oh, don't cry in the movie. She had toothpaste and she found a diamond in it, and she's like, ha ha ha, those Jews are so clever, I'm gonna buy more toothpaste.
Yeah,
you never know. And just all this fucking crazy cracked shit. I was just like, this happened. It's not like this is just a fantasy. This shit happened. Horrible. And all the stuff they've got from Jewish people, and then like in the drawing room at the same time is her husband, the Nazi, and these guys, whatever they've got like the schematic plans for this oven system that is better technology. So it's like a weird chamber where, I'm sorry, this is really graphic, and this is all spoilers. So it really is horrible. So trigger warning, massive. Sorry, I didn't know how to say it. So you put people into this chamber. It heats up, and those people get turned to ash. But on the other side is cooling, and then they basically, it's like a revolving system where one side cools and the other side's hot. And I was just like, my fucking mind was
completely
fucking
dehumanizing.
blown.
You know, they call it a load. It's like up to 500 people. They don't say people. 500 at a time. And that stuff's very powerful in the movie
It's
because
horrible.
they're talking about really ways just to do it, where it's, the most cost effective, the most like uh, just effective way to get rid of human beings.
And it's just like you mentioned, there's just, they're not humans. It's like, even talking about the stuff they had, it really does bring it to, now I know these are fictional people, but this shit did
Right.
happen. So it's like, you could say it's fictional, but this type of person who was fine with all these things clearly existed, or the shit wouldn't have happened. So for me, it was a slice in the life, but what the fuck, how fucking fucked, and just to sit there in awe of, oh my god, this humans humans can be this way. And I'm sure that there were people that were, sucked into the military, like we used to have drafts, and what do I'm not saying that that's great or anything, but there are at least, I don't know. It just was very upsetting to see, and how nonchalant it is, and like, is a bad day at the office, and oh, I got a promotion, and now your promotion isn't just to, like, be this lower level, middle management. Now you're going to be running Auschwitz. Oh yeah, now you get to come back home. You went out of town for a while. It's going to be tough on the family, and it's just to see this parallel, like a normal work life with, stereotypical, a mother stays home, has like, fairly well off, has like servants, and the mom comes to. What happened to the mom, by the way?
The mom was the only character that did have like some negative emotion was going on.
Did she say anything like that?
No, but there was
she was like,
scene.
"Oh, you got Jews in your house."
No, there's a scene. There's a scene when she's when she's in the bedroom at night.
Oh, and
she
the
can
fire.
hear out in the fire and see what's going on. It's the only time that someone's a little, actually off put by what's happening.
Yeah, like the fire early in, when you get a sense of like how fucking evil it is, and you can see like the guy is standing up in his yard and his back's to all the stuff.
What you said though about her saying, "Oh, you have Jews in your house," I actually think that's why that makes that scene work even better. Is because it's not like someone who they show as a conscious like originally. So it's someone. So in theory, people could say, "Oh, we don't like these group of people," but then when you actually see what that means, and she can tell that they're actually burning the people, that is different than just saying, "Oh, I don't like these people. I don't want them in my house."
Yeah. So, yeah. So this guy, like, you can see the furnace smokestack, and there's like fire belches out of it. And like, you can hear in the whole entire movie, when they're at their house, you can hear this almost white noise of like the sound of that furnace, and you'll hear people yell, and you'll hear like a gunshot, scream, and it's just. At one time, there's the youngest boy who's probably like 5 or 6, and he's playing with his stuff upstairs, and they've just focused on him. He's the only one there, and he hears like there's some kind of exchange, and it's someone tried to escape, or someone just did the wrong thing, and what is happening? Someone over here being a problem? I can't read
they're
anymore.
fine.
All right. Yeah. So it was just really dark and fucked. And I mean, I get what you're saying about it doesn't have like a traditional, like, here's the beginning, the middle, the end, the climax.
I have seen movies like that before that are more about like what I was saying. So never really seen a movie made like this.
Yeah. I was really disturbed by it. Like one of the older boys, like up in his top bunk at night and is doing something in there, and the younger boy's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm playing with teeth." And he's got these like teeth and ridged teeth, and it's like just all of the things about the. And I know it's not just, it's like all the people. There's Jewish people and all the different people, all the humans that Nazis were roasting. They're just nothing. Like his fucking teeth. Like I don't. It's just mind blowing.
It's like
really,
yeah, like when I was a kid, if we would
happy.
found a shark's tooth on the beach, or
But you'd at least have respect for the shark. You know, you find stuff like that, and it's like I think most people who admire natural dead things are like, whoa. Like if you found like I don't know, like if I found some cool skull, I would think, well, it's a cool skull of some cool animal. It would be different.
there's a scene where they had to go wash all the kids because they got like ashes or something.
Oh, because they were swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a nice normal Nazi day where Dad has this nice little, it's a very pretty, I don't remember what the kind of boat is. It's small, kind of like a canoe. And him and the two younger kids are going down their beautiful river where they always go. And then the kids are playing near the shore and he's like fly fishing. And then you're watching it and you could see like he's in the clear water. And then you see kind of like this mass. Like you could just tell the water's different. And it's coming closer and closer. And then he realizes he's in the wastewater. He's in ash. He's in like corpse dust.
Yeah.
And so he yells the kids to get out, and they're getting their eyes scrubbed and everything when they get home.
And so it's it's not about the actual people that are destroyed. It's about how it puts them off a little bit. The effect on them. So even like in their death, they're
just filth. It's not like, oh, it's people. It's like, it's filth. I mean, I don't want to be playing around in corpse ash either, but it's just
weird because I think there's very powerful stuff in the movie and the idea of the movie.
Just walked by. He was like, "Ow!" Did you see him?
No.
You didn't?
No.
He was in all black. He had like it looked almost like a feminine boot with a big heel up like that with gold chains across it. Had this like long, very furry looking black coat and this big nice hat. I wish you saw him. He looked sharp. Anyways.
Yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff in the movie, a lot of powerful stuff in the movie. There's stuff I don't think worked in the movie. And I hate even saying this, but overall I didn't really like the movie. Mm-hmm. But I can't say it's not well made, and there's a lot of stuff there that's very thoughtful or makes you thought provoking.
Mm-hmm. And the cinematography is awesome. The acting is excellent. All the technical aspects are excellent. It's very well made. I mean, I get what you're saying about that when the screen goes to red. I don't really know how I felt about that either. It's just like red. There's some really weird sound effects. I don't know. So what do you think?
It's weird to rate because I mean, there's a lot of powerful stuff in the movie. Overall, I can't say I really liked it, but I'll say 3.5.
I thought it was great. It definitely had an emotional impact on me, and I think that means a lot. I'm gonna say I thought it was a great experience. I think, would I ever see it again? Probably not, but it was very powerful. I'll say 4.5.
Glad we went to see it. There's actually right now, there's a lot of interesting movies out there that I would like to see.
It was pretty crowded too.
Yeah, I was happy about that. And then we went to see Poor Things, which was completely packed, and it's been out for weeks. I didn't expect that. I think that's because it won the Golden Globes. I guess people.
Yeah.
What's interesting though, sometimes people say, "Oh, no one cares about these awards," but people must. there's a lot of younger people there. So it's the second time I've seen Four Things.
So, what do you think?
So I love the beginning of the movie, super weird. I love the end of the movie, super weird. I like a lot of the middle, but the one thing I will say about Poor Things is it. I think it's a movie that could be edited down, probably about a half hour in the middle. But overall, I still
What
think
would you edit
a lot
out?
of the stuff with when she's on the boat, I think runs very. Her whole adventures with Bruce Banner there from Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, is that who that
Mark
is?
Ruffalo. I think that's the friends to me. So, but overall, it's a great movie. I love Willem Dafoe. Emma Stone's amazing in the movie.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like this one that much.
Okay.
I questioned, like, if you didn't have all the fantasy backgrounds and costuming, what would you have? A girl that is taken advantage of by men over and over again, taken advantage of a woman when she becomes a prostitute and told, like, oh, is told all over the place, like, have this experience, it'll be right for you. Or don't do this thing, it'll be right for you. Just over and over and over. And the only thing that brings her any kind of like joy is masturbating and fucking. She fucks an apple in the beginning of the movie. I'm just like, what is this? Like, I get that it's like a journey, but it doesn't seem like if her wisdom came from her totally changed once she became a prostitute in a brothel. Okay, like I just think that's bullshit. I just think I'm just not a fan. Gotta say, like it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Acting was great. The camera work was incredible. But it was so funny because I wrote it down specifically. Very specifically, because it was so super full. Oh, and she walked like Frankenhooker. I was like, she study Frankenhooker? Yeah, I wrote an awful lot of masturbating. And Willem Dafoe's accent sucked. Was he Irish? Was he German? Was he Irish? Was he German? Like, you didn't need to do that, buddy. So at the very end, a person to our rear left said, "What the fuck am I supposed to take away from that?" I was like, I laughed. Like, I'm there with you. Like, what are we supposed to get out of this? It's not an empowering movie at all for a woman. Like, get abused and she's just constantly taken advantage of. Constantly. Is it supposed to be meaningful that the guy who tried to take advantage of her became like enamored with her and ends up destitute and crazy? I don't know if that's great either.
I just have a question about. So they establish this early that her character is mother that kills herself while she's pregnant. They take the baby's brain and put it in her body.
Spoiler alert.
It's pretty early. So how old is she when she's having sex with these people?
I've thought the same thing. She's a child.
Right. She might be in an adult body, but and then there's also scene with kids, which is very strange too.
That is weird. Like, it was weird because of how they presented it. It's like they presented a bunch of really crazy shit that was supposed to be okay. Like, how do you present? So there's this brothel and this man, he's this very normal seeming man and his two youngish, like at the edge of puberty boys, brings them to the brothel to like learn how to have sex, I guess. Like, so it's like this weird step by step kind of like it's like there's no. The guy is teaching a lesson, and that comes across very clearly, but it's fucking weird. It's just weird. I don't know.
I agree totally with that part, and just about her age in general, and
she was a baby.
What that would mean, right?
Like it was a baby's brain.
A newborn, right? And even if she still can't be more than a few years old by the time she meets the person she ends up marrying. So.
Yeah, and then what is she, like not even 10 when she's an adult? Like, it's just. But she learned so much by being a prostitute in a brothel. She got years of wisdom and experience. What the fuck? I don't know. It seems very misogynistic, and they can paint it like she's liberated or whatever, but I'm sorry, if it takes abuse to make a woman have intelligence. And
I'm actually agreeing with all this. I like the very weirdness of the movie. That's why I said on Facebook, everyone's read this before, I really like the beginning of the movie, the end of the movie, the middle, the Mark, pretty much everything with Mark Ruffalo does.
Oh, I don't mind him, but it's
well,
like,
I mean, just
it's
all that
constant.
stuff. Yeah.
The only person that doesn't take advantage of her truly is the sweet guy that wants to marry her.
Right.
She's like the only one. That's it.
Well, I think it makes the Willem Dafoe character interesting because I think that's even part of the ending is she both loves him and hates him at the same time. So I get that. I think that character is a more interesting character than a lot of the other people.
It seems like she feels that way about everybody. I thought that guy was funny, and I love the woman on the boat. Whatever
The
her
old
name
woman?
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's awesome. She's really funny. She seems wise. And when he almost throws her overboard, I'm like, that's amazing. It's so funny. I'm not saying the whole thing is total garbage. Like, there are funny moments, there's clever stuff. It is beautiful. It's just a lot of the messaging that was tucked in there, maybe unconsciously or not. Not down with that. Gaining wisdom through abuse is not a lesson.
I want to get to these before we get too late. So
yeah. Oh yeah. What time is it?
So we have about 15 minutes.
Oh, all right. So sorry for the downer.
I'm going to give 3 for Poor Things.
I will give 2 for Poor Things, which is probably generous, to be honest, for me. I did not like it. 3 is like a kind of no, not into it. Beautiful. Congratulations to it for winning awards and great.
So this is from Todd.
That would be our reviewer, Todd.
This is also from
Todd
John Reddy.
Quality Jaeger.
Well, I'm opening this if you would like. This is for you.
Is it on? Oh, it's on a canvas.
Yes.
John has been around for a long time. Look at this. Oh.
Very nice. You ran off of John Reddy.
Does that come through right?
Yep.
Dang. Look at all those lovely colors. It's fascinating.
Pink and black attack.
Fascinating. Thank you so much, John.
Why John's been around lately? And Dave
Yeah, it's good to see people.
So I have no idea what this is.
This is from Todd?
This is from Todd.
Todd. It's not going to be a nude, right? Is it? I'm scared.
I don't know.
It is a photo. Oh,
wow. That's amazing.
You should take this because you can put it behind you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, you can at least show it to the world behind you. Yeah, that's awesome.
I love it. To Annabelle and Neal, beware Eileen Dietz.
Eileen Dietz is lovely.
I remember he met her recently, and she talked.
That's really
said
kind.
that she talked about us to him. So that was very cool.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, we need to get Eileen back on now.
Yeah.
Eileen's awesome.
Eileen is awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Todd. That was really very nice of you.
Oh, I forgot. So it was the time before when I was in LA, and I went to eat at a Birds restaurant. It was called Birds.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand why everything. I was like, man, this place really loves Alfred Hitchcock. And then I realized it was because of the Birds. And anyway, Eileen's like, I live right by there. Why didn't you invite me along? I didn't know. So next time we're out there, we'll have to go to Birds and invite Eileen Dietz and Todd.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go out there with no agenda other than to visit people.
Yeah. Todd, Eileen, Eileen's added to the list.
Greg,
Emily Black.
Emily.
Everyone out there. Justin Beheading. I still haven't met him yet.
I'd like to say hi to Brian.
Yeah, it'd be good. So
and
these.
White. Yes, sir.
These are from Dave Deadman for us to split up.
Oh, wow. Dang, Dave. What is all this? I need my glasses. Shit, dude. Did he make these?
Yeah, Dave made these. So I've been talking to him about I need to get him some logos. Dave Deadman's going to be our Without Your Headphones hookup.
Oh, dude, yes, that's awesome. This is crazy.
You got, this is like a fight racism.
This is like straight up punk.
If you play rock and roll,
Maybe you
I will
could
listen.
Pass some of the bag over here. Would be.
Put him right here. You got Leatherface. Johnny Thunders.
Oh, sweet. Oh, this is crazy. Rockmore Picture Show with piercings all over.
Oh, wow.
He wants us to get sad. That's what I think.
Germs. I think a lot of these are like some cool punk bands that I probably don't know.
The Germs.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Aliens.
God. Sweet.
HRRP Pops. It's another punk band.
Bikini
The
Kill,
Avengers. I don't mean the Avengers of Captain America. Oh, another Leatherface. A different Leatherface.
But I can't read it because I'm blind.
Oh my God!
I'm getting blinder and blinder.
I love this.
Oh my God!
The official member of the Dean fan club. I just finished reading the Psycho book, and I didn't know. Actually, I didn't even know he did a sequel. He did 3 Psycho books. Charles, I'm a big fan of that one.
Charlie Don't Surf.
Official Bastard of the Year. That one's pretty cool.
Class War. I like that. I'm there for it. My God, Evil Dead, more Evil Dead, Misfits, Misfits and the Evil Dead.
Skelter.
Oh my God, the Cramps, yes, Cramps.
Oh, Herman Munster. I like that.
Well, there's a lot of these.
Yeah.
There's many, many, many.
Frankenstein.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, sweet. We got Dead Kennedys.
Oh, another Frankenstein. I'm a big fan of Frankenstein.
Or if only. Alas.
Anarchy,
Well,
Misfits.
folks. Oh, we got a Hills have.
Oh, we got 2 Misfits.
Well, my friends, drop Murphys. I know they're the drummer of the band before them. Is that from Video Dead?
No, it's an Italian horror film.
Sleepaway Camp. Oop.
Right, yeah, there's another one of those. I'm not sure what that was.
Well, oh, nice. Hormone.
Yeah, I like that one. It's really cool.
Dang, there's a lot of pins here.
Yeah, thank you, Dave.
Awesome.
You rule.
Thanks, Dave.
Dave is a good man. We love Dave, and we're glad to see Dave back.
Yeah, it's good to have you all around.
Yeah, Pepe Potite's a good man. Baby Snake, Ass Master 420 is a good man. It's a very long. That's I know him as Bruce.
Bruce is good.
Yeah.
Bruce is easier to say.
It is.
Well, we've just got a few minutes to mosey along. We've got some amazing pins. I got this great painting. Thank you, John. Thank you, Todd, for the autograph.
Yeah.
We'll have Neal put it up in the background for the show. And, mixed reviews so far for the evening. I think you've kind of had, in generally, what did you give? The, whatever it is? 4 things?
3.
Yeah, okay. So we're kind of on the same page with that. Yeah.
I have
so you got like
I actually have more issues with it. I don't even want to say on here, but I'll call you off here.
Stuff that's like not.
Yeah, I know. I know some people have issues with what I would say. So.
It's understandable because it's really fucking dark. There's just a lot of. It's a problematic movie. I don't always feel that way about stuff, but a lot of dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes there's problems.
So we will be back. We're gonna go see Night Swim, which sometimes it's kind of fun. You go to see the movie everyone dislikes. Maybe we'll like it.
Could like it. We could also hate it.
Hell yeah, you guys are right. But either way, it'll be a good time.
So that's an hour and a half long. So it starts at 8:15. Starts at 8:15. So yeah, because the trailers. And then we'll be back. So we'll be back here in probably just about 2 hours.
My $9 chai tea was good.
$9.
altogether.
You
Yeah.
would describe your beautiful tea?
It is very. I will say it's very good. So it's a chai spice tea with pistachio milk.
You don't see that every day.
No, it's like a buck extra for any kind of non-dairy milk. So I figured, why not get something wacky?
Yeah.
I don't.
Pistachio's extra, isn't it? And the macadamia.
They're
Aren't they
both
extra,
the
extra?
same as getting almond. So why not?
Oh,
I
yeah,
can get almond
absolutely.
anytime. So.
Absolutely. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.